Hi everybody. Well, this was a request that's been requested a few times of you guys wanting more detail on how to take the sewing machine apart because of the reverse lever not working. Well, here's an updated video of me showing you how to take apart your sewing machine and to see the problem with the reverse not working on your sewing machine. Well, today I want to talk to you about a sewing machine that I bought. It's a Singer Inspiration. When I bought it, it seemed like everything was working, so I brought it home, went ahead and put some fabric in it, and sure enough, when I went through the motions of seeing if everything was working, I noticed that the reverse did not work, which was a little disappointing because, as you know, nowadays, if you take your sewing machine to have anything done nowadays, it's $100. So I tried to fix it myself. Now, I don't fix sewing machines, I don't even touch sewing machines, but I'm pretty dangerous with a Phillips screwdriver or a flat screwdriver and a pair of pliers. So if you're not afraid to pull some dials out and unscrew some Phillips screws, I can show you how easy this was to fix. So the first thing you want to do is unplug your sewing machine. I have mine unplugged from the wall. Now let's remove the extension table. Now we're going to remove some dials. All we need to do is pull out. Okay, the dial with the red Singer emblem on, this dial you're going to pull out. Behind it is another dial. That also pulls out. Now we're going to pull out the stitch dial, and last the square tension button. Don't be afraid, they may seem a little hard to pull, but they come straight out. The needle offset dial stays, but remember this. Again, remember this. Once you have all the dials and screws out, this may seem a little difficult to take the front cover off because this dial is going to be hanging up, but rest assured it comes off. Okay, this is what I didn't show on the other video. We're actually going to take things apart here. So here we're removing the dials. Okay, when it comes to a reverse lever, do not remove it. It won't come out like the dials do. So if you try to pull it out, you'll break it. So don't touch anything with the reverse lever. It stays on the front cover. Now we're going to turn the machine around and we're going to take off this one screw first, which takes off the front round cover. Once you have the screw removed, the front plastic cover moves forward just like you pulled the dials. Now let's turn the machine on its side. You're going to remove 3 Phillips screws. Now we're going to remove 6 screws. If you notice, all the screws that you're going to take off are all the same size except for the 2 top ones that are at the handle. Those are 2 long screws, but all the other screws are all the same screws. Here are the screw locations. Okay, now that we remove these two long screws, the last four are the same size screws, as you notice. Again, all the screws are the same type except for those two long screws. Okay, this last screw here, you're going to need a long screwdriver, one that's at least 4 inches long. Otherwise, if you use a short screwdriver, it won't reach that screw. So you're going to need a long Phillips head screwdriver. Now that you've removed all 6 screws, you can remove the back plastic back off. As you're taking it apart, there's some clips in there that will unsnap, so don't worry, just be gentle as you take it apart. But be aware there's a light plug that connects the 2 plastic pieces together. Okay, this plug to the light, you can see it just unclips, so just really easy. All you got to do is just press that tab and it comes apart. This plug powers the light where the needle's at in the needle area. Take a look at the plug and the light. If you ever have to replace it, now you know what to do. All you have to do is remove the light with the wire and replace it with the new one, and you've got a new light in case it burns out. Okay, let's look at the back side. There's 5 more screws that you're going to need to take out. There's 2 on the top, 1 on the side, and 2 on the bottom. I'm going to point those out to you. Once you've located the screws, remove them, and now we can take the front plastic face off. Okay, now that we got all the screws out and all the dowels removed, we can remove the front cover. All we need to do is remove the front cover. You're going to pull from the bottom out, and as you're removing it from the bottom, everything starts to move forward. The only hang up is the dial up on top. Play with it a little, don't worry, it'll come right out. Once you pulled the front cover off, now we'll be able to see and diagnose the problem. Okay, you can see here that I got the front cover off. Now you're going to see this metal lever here. Move it back and forth. And as you're moving it back and forth, look inside and you'll see a hook. If that hook isn't moving up and down, that's your problem. What you need to do is go in there and put some oil into different locations. Take a pencil like I did and just kind of move some stuff around. Don't force anything. It'll eventually work itself loose. And you'll see all of a sudden everything will start to move. It's so easy, I'm telling you. Just take a little oil and shoot it in there and everything will work its way loose and you fix the problem. Okay, if it seems like it's working properly and everything's moving like it's supposed to be moving, then you may have another issue. Let's look at the front cover where the reverse lever is at, and let's inspect the back side of it and see if there's anything stuck or broken. Okay, move the lever up and down and see if it looks like this. All the plastic gears should be working, everything should be moving smoothly. And you'll see up here on top there's a finger. If that finger is broken, that's where that lever goes into. If it's broken, that could be your problem. You may have to order one. Some of these Singer parts are hard to get, so you may have to buy or find a old or a second-hand one and may have to take it apart to replace the part. Okay, so you got it all apart. You've determined if it just needs a little oil, or you may need to order a part. But either way, once you've determined what's wrong with it and you've fixed it, go ahead and screw it back together and you're good to go. I think we're done with the patient. He'll be just fine now. All he needs is a few thousand yards pushed through it. Anyway, I hope this video helped you, and I surely hope it saved you $100. Again, don't be afraid. It's just some Phillips screws, pull some knobs, a little oil, and you're good to go. If you're a little afraid or a little intimidated to do this, then I suggest take it to your local repair guy and have him work on it. But if you're like me, and not afraid, go ahead and go for it and save yourself some money. Alright, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my other how-to videos. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell. That way you can see my latest video. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you at my next video. Until then, bye.